Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to Anime Church. We're actually technically on time because I put the word out at about 2 o'clock. So this is probably as early as or on time as you're probably ever gonna get us if we can actually coordinate ourselves properly. I don't know why my body decided that it was gonna have allergy and sinus issues exactly 5 minutes before starting, but yeah, that's how it seems to go. It's like, oh, you need to do a show? Well, screw you. Anyhow,
Yeah, that's the way it always goes, though.
Shame
welcome
if
to
anything
Anime.
happened to your facial area.
Welcome to Anime Church. Your body messes up. So yeah. Welcome to Anime Church, the church where cosplay is welcome. We will not judge you for your cosplay unless it's a contest. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fenrir Sauron, your patron saint of Snackos.
Nice. There we
Someone's
go.
gonna need to get a box of those
It
for,
actually almost feels like we did all of that on purpose and planned it. Never. Speaking of unplanned things, Moon, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Literally 2 minutes before the show started, we found one more anime news article and added it.
that we were both super
Yeah,
excited
I noticed
for.
that. I've got it pulled.
But
I've
it's
gotta try to look
Eminence
at
and
it.
Shadow. We couldn't ignore it. You can't, especially after the way season 2 ended.
Yes!
All right, so here's the lineup, guys. We got a bunch of things that we got to do, but let's start off with a moment of silence. All right. Thank you all for joining us in that moment of silence. If you don't know what it was for, don't worry. We're going to get to that shortly. We do, of course, want to talk about our anime specific shows that we're reviewing. If you're new, we are reviewing 2 isekai this season. Every season, we try to find at least one anime that we're going to review. Once the announcements for the summer lineup come out, I'm going to be like, all right, I want to talk about this show with you guys. Also, this week we're going to try and change up the format a little bit more. So instead of just outright reading you the news, we're going to kind of give a brief synopsis of what's going on. If we need to go into the weeds and do some detailed stuff, we will. But like, I want the primary portion of our conversation to be less about reading the news and giving our thoughts and opinions and having a discussion about the news. And we've got some doozies to talk about this week. Some good, some sad, some anger-inducing. We've got a gamut of emotional reactions to some of these stories. And some excitement. Damn, HiDive got 3 shows coming that are bangers. Certified banger. Well, okay, 2.5 certified bangers. And the reason I'll say that is because I don't know anything about Plus Size Elf other than just the description. So I'm keeping it at half right now, but my excitement is peaked. And, you know, tensions are rising, excitement is rising, and based on just the cover of this curvy elf girl, other things are rising. So, you know, an eggplant or 2 may have sprouted. We're not saying. But other things that are being announced in HiDive, just very recently, Eminence and Shadow news came out. We're going to talk about that. You know we have to. And then, of course, we're going to talk about freaking like a chicken. Damn it. I'm trying to remember what the last one was. That was HiDive. Oh, Danmachi Season 5. Danmachi Season 5 officially announced. Looking forward to that. I will go ahead and let everybody know. Yes, I did the thing. I've read ahead. I know it's coming out in Season 5. I'm super stoked because Season 5 has a great arc coming that is just, everybody's been wondering since Season 1, when is thing gonna happen? This season it happens. Okay? I'm just telling you right now that your girl makes her move. No, not that part. But girl makes her move. She's done waiting with Belle being in someone else's care, and she's making her move.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Who's the stalker chick goddess that's been watching him since season 1?
It's been like 6 years since I watched season 1. I don't remember.
She's been in every season watching and trying to make him stronger.
I've only watched the first 2 seasons. I told you this before the show.
And she's been in both, and she's a main fixture.
What?
Hestia is the goddess that is in charge of Bel, right?
Yeah.
But not the
So
only
really
goddess
the only one
that
I
is
remember.
seriously... You don't remember Freya?
Who?
Goddess Freya. Like, the one that is like... literally... Okay, you saw season 2. Goddess Freya is the girl that showed up and just destroyed the whole prostitution guild. Like, she showed up with her guild and just laid waste. Yeah, because she's like,
Okay.
Bel is mine, leave him alone. But this whole time, she's kind of been in the background, like, thirsting over Bel really, really creepily.
Got it. Okay.
And now I
remember
just
now.
spoiled for a bunch of people trying to fucking explain it to you.
It's been out for
Dumbass.
how many years?
I don't care. You can just Google it. You can Google it. But, yes, all I'm saying is that Freya finally is going to make her move. I'm not telling you what happens, why, how, any of that stuff. I'm just saying, get excited. Freya's going to finally make a move. That having been said, season 5 going to be good. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Voice actors getting themselves in trouble.
What else? is
Destiny dropping, Bungie dropping some more good stuff that actually makes the story for Final Shape look really good. Like, holy crap. We even had a throwback this week for people who jumped in and remember actually playing the full story for Destiny 1 and not just dipping their toe in like 1 or 2 missions. Looking at you, Fenris.
It just did not pique my attention back then.
Here's the thing. You're an idiot, and I'll explain why in a 5-point paragraph later. However, I will write an essay about why you were a fool to have dropped Destiny. But, yeah, we'll have to play catch up. Also, since I no longer have something immediately to do after her here, we could at least help you get like an exotic or 2.
I'm concerned about the way you had to correct yourself there.
An exotic weapon.
Wait, are we not doing?
No.
not doing
No. I don't have to immediately after Anime Church. I don't have a recording session now. So I now have that.
I was very.
So
confused.
I have that 2-hour period. I now have a where I didn't think I had time because
Okay.
I had to record for somebody for Konosuba. Unfortunately, that person got sick, and I don't have that recording session right now. We had to reschedule. So I now have
Speaking
time
of that, we
off.
need to set, schedule my times for the 2 lines I'm gonna have.
3.
My bad.
And yes, you do need to do that. Get on the thing. Did I not send it to you?
You didn't.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you while one of you is taking over a story and doing your quick synopsis. That having been said, yeah, Fat Dog Work. Let me quickly update you on that. Solo Leveling is officially in the audio editing stage. I have to contact the audio editor tomorrow for Spider and find out where that's going. Konosuba. Literally, as soon as I get one more character recorded, because that character is a very big primary person. Like, guys, you have to understand something. Anybody who's seen Konosuba knows how much Aqua and Kazuma are all over it, right? I'm just doing a one-shot of parts of season 1. A majority of season 1. Like, we get all the way to the big destroyer spider-looking thing. Like, that's how far into season 1 we go. However, you got to understand, there are some characters that have, like, 40 lines, 50 lines, when you get to, like, Darkness and Megumin stuff. Yes, I am going to let Megumin do one rant before Explosion. And yes, we actually got our actress to say Explosion like the Japanese version of Megumin. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and alleviate some fears there. However, I need y'all to understand that both Kazuma and Aqua have over 100 lines. And unlike Kazuma, Aqua has a couple of paragraphs because we just let Aqua go. Aqua gets to just be. And it's, yeah, I can't tell you any more than that. But basically, I've got one more major character that I have to get finished. And once I do, audio edits, cutting the lines, sending them off to get cleaned up, all that will happen and begin. And I'll send the cuts over to our video editor so we can start with the video editing. That's going on. Okay. So now that we've updated everybody on just about everything, I want to go ahead and point out another thing. Scripting for episode 10 of Slime has begun. We have started officially season 2. All right. Oh my God. And I had the dumbest idea for how to start Overlord Abridged, which is so funny. I can't talk about it on here. Like, I pitched it to Tony, and Tony's like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't get it? He's like, yeah, I haven't watched the Dune movies. And I'm like, what do you mean you haven't watched the Dune movies? Moon has seen the Dune movies.
Both of them. And the old one.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the HBO series.
And Moon hasn't watched jack shit of anime. Oh, man. All right.
It doesn't surprise me that he's caught up on non-anime movies and shows.
Also true. Also
Okay,
true.
you
If
go
it's
to
in an
hell.
actual theater, if it's in an actual theater, there's a chance you might have seen it. So what you're saying is we need to rent out a theater. We need to rent out a theater and just watch anime. That's what I'm hearing.
So,
Yo,
what's the nearest theater to
that
you
would
so I can
actually
start
be
looking
a lot
into
of
this?
fun.
Yeah, that would be. What's the nearest theater? I mean, you're talking about buying me a shit ton of groceries, motherfucker. Let's just see if we can rent out a theater over at Providence and Mount Juliet real quick. And
Fuck
just
the groceries. Send me the link to the nearest theater to you. I will.
There are two theaters to me. There are two theaters to me, and they are both like major, like Regal Cinema, AMC type things. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just get him watching all of Demon Slayer in IMAX. Why not?
I mean,
Get some booze, get some snacks, have some fun.
it's AMC. They have booze and they have.
Oh no. I know. Let's drown him in the fucking rabbit hole that is the Fate series. Let's just show him Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works and IMAX.
Already seen it.
Fuck you.
Fate Stay Night.
Oh, no,
Fate,
Richie.
Fate Origins. I've seen 2 or 3
Fate
of
Origins?
the Fate series.
No. Okay.
Richie,
No,
there are
you have not.
2 anime I would recommend seeing IMAX. 86.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
And I don't remember if he's caught up on it, but we will be talking about later in the show.
Oh.
Eminence and Shadow.
I have not seen any of that, so.
No, I'm not so strong on Eminence and Shadow there. I'm not so strong about Eminence and Shadow. Oh my God, if any show from its art direction is 100% certified as should be seen in IMAX for the visuals alone, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Psychopath.
That is the animated, one of the best animated, like, Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, send your recommendations. What anime do you think should be in IMAX? Whether it's a movie or whether it is a series, we want to know. What anime do you think would be amazing to watch in IMAX? Not because it's your favorite, but literally based on the sound design, the visuals, all of that, what should be watched in IMAX?
Honestly, if they cut out all the filler and all the, looking back at this thing that happened literally 2 episodes ago, any amount of One Piece.
No, One Piece live action would be better in
IMAX,
the freaking IMAX than.
That would be fun. But hear me
Solo
out,
leveling in IMAX.
because like
Solo
the
leveling in
big
IMAX.
and other shit. Solo leveling, ooh, that would be fun.
You know what else would be really good? Tower of God in IMAX.
Oh.
Can you imagine doing the premiere for Tower of God? Like, you watch all 12 episodes and then the premiere of season 2 in IMAX? Are you kidding me?
So not action based at all with this recommendation,
God.
but it will make us cry like little bitches.
If you say Made in Abyss, I'm going to fucking strangle you.
Oshinoko.
Oh! Just the 90-minute
would be
first
great.
episode. Just the
That's all
first
you need.
episode in. Oh my god, the amount. Tissues! You're gonna have to pass out tissues!
And lots of alcohol.
No!
Yes.
Alright, here's the thing. If you go to the Opry Mills one, they literally have a bar at that theater.
So do most AMCs.
Nice.
No, not all of them.
Actually, true.
Every
Wait, what
AMC up
what
here does.
Regal does? I don't know if Regal does or not, but yeah. I think both theaters are Regal, not AMC.
Okay, difference. Big
But this is like the big Opry Mills Mall. Like, I hate the mall. Fucking hate the mall because they tore down the Opryland theme park, which was a great theme park, and built a stupid mall over it. And then what happened? 5 years later, a flood hits and floods out the mall, and then they just rebuild the mall again. I'm like, are you effing stupid? They rebuild a mall, and then malls aren't making nearly as much money because
No, Revan. No.
Amazon.
No.
What do you say?
Make Moon watch Beaufry.
Both of
Why?
these nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Both of these nuts. Anyway, but it's like a big theater, and oh god, you want to talk about crazy? Guess what's right across? Like you don't even have to leave the mall, but right across from the mall.
A sushi place.
No,
Damn.
Dave and
That place?
Buster's.
I've
Ice
never been to
cream!
Huh?
I've never been to Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's. All right, it's a bar, restaurant, gaming center. Like they have a giant arcade, bowling
what it
alley,
is.
billiards, all that stuff. It's crazy,
I-
and it's
I
right
know what it
across from the
is.
big movie theater.
We've had a couple open here in Minnesota, but they closed within
Minnesota?
a couple months because they fail.
Oh, this one's doing good. This one's been doing good. Anyhow,
Yeah, we have one down here in Georgia doing well as well.
yeah. Anyhow, guys, we're gonna start talking about slime and Mushoku Tensei really, really soon. Sorry, I had to put us back on track. I'm sorry. We're making all sorts of weird plans, but again, let us know what anime, not like literally based on the criteria we were talking about. Really good sound design, really good visuals. Off the top of my head, one that I would absolutely recommend is Silent Voice. I think that would be phenomenal in IMAX, especially because because we're going inverse. We're talking about an absence of sound for a character, which makes the sound even more potent and more powerful when it's around. Not to mention hearing the theme song for that in IMAX, that's another tissue movie. Like, if you think Oshinoko's first episode made you cry, you're gonna need tissues for the whole effing film. This is...
I still can't believe
Good.
how hard I cried for a talking boat. Ah!
Yeah, he finally got to the end of the Going Merry in One Piece.
Oh.
Buddy, if you don't cry for Mary, you are a heartless monster. I have seen hardened gangsters watch that episode and just fucking like they're trying to hold it together, but you could see the tears just coming, and it's like, bro, I know, because what happened? They lost their homie.
And then she
Oh my God, I just realized the
apologizes,
pun.
Like, I couldn't take you as far as I wanted. It was like, ah!
I just realized I accidentaled a pun. It's a homie. Home. Because it was there.
Home.
God damn it. Bro, I know it's coming multiple times. Every time I rewatch that episode, I'm like, nah, I can't dry eye this. There's no way. Dry eyes, clear eyes. Watch the Going Merry not rise.
But yeah, I'm
Taken
going
care
through the
of.
post-Innies lobby stuff, so...
Oh, okay,
fun.
okay. So now you're back on Water 7 and they're working on a ship for Luffy and the gang.
Yeah, and I just got to the bit where Garp came in, too.
Yeah!
And we got to see Kobe grew up. And it
Yeah.
was like, oh, Kobe, you...
No.
Oh.
He didn't grow up, he glow up.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
And then Helmeppo was there.
Yeah, Helmeppo was there. I love that whole little thing with Gart, because this is why a lot of us that watch the live action, we were like, we understand why you did it, we just don't like that you did it so early. When Garp the reveal that Garp is Luffy's grandpa, but you do finally get to find out who his dad is, which they don't give away in the live action.
Thankfully.
So
but yeah,
that's
no,
a
that was
big win.
great. It was like, oh yes, your father is Dragon, and then everyone's like,
Spoiler if you haven't seen One Piece, by the way.
if they haven't, they're not gonna know who Dragon is. So,
Anyhow,
and hell, you don't even get his name the first time you see him.
yeah.
I had no idea who the fuck that guy was, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, your father saw you. It's like, who the fuck? It was just Smoker. What the fuck? And then they finally show him, and I'm like, that guy? I forgot he existed.
Here's what's really, really crazy. Oda drops like these things in there and makes like these little mini arcs that you're like, oh, that's really neat. And then you continue, and then you don't realize how much of a big deal that thing way back when was until you get to this arc. Because the reason I'm saying that, and Fenris, I think you might know what I'm talking about. If he's at the end of Water 7, the next arc is Thriller Bark. They're going to meet Brook. You know what the giant connecting tissue between the Straw Hats and Brook is, right? This is... Oh, yeah. I'm just going to give you this small little tidbit. You need to refresh yourself on what happened as soon as Luffy and crew entered the Grand Line.
They ran into the what's it called? The whale.
Yes, they did. Also, funny little side note: the doctor that's sitting there, that was like the doctor of an old crew.
Yeah.
Like, he seemed powerful and all that stuff. He's way more important than you might think. You haven't met Rayleigh yet, but you're going to, and he's going to ask how the doc is doing. That doctor served on the Oro Jackson. That's right. You've met a doctor, you've met Buggy, you've met Shanks. 3 members of Roger's crew.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So,
Yeah, that doctor was on the Pirate King's ship. Yeah.
Gonna
But that's not
back
the
to your
important
back to our
part. That's not the
previous
important part.
topic.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be cost effective for the Regal.
It's not.
Private screening.
Why do you say that?
Regular business hour screenings are held while the theater is normally open for business to the general public under 2 conditions. 1, a full buyout of a selected auditorium is required.
Mm-hmm. That's
2, pricing is based on time of day, day of week, and number of seats in the auditorium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we were to do it, we'd need to get like a big collective group.
And have everybody just pay a little bit, yes. But if it's
Bruh,
just the 3
I
of
will
us
say
or
this.
the group that's going to KaiCon, it's not going to be cost effective.
No. Here's my thing, right? Check this out. I loved the little mom and pop theater we had in McMinnville because of like trying to stay afloat during the pandemic. They showed a bunch of different like old movies. So I literally got to see the old 84 Ghostbusters movie
Nice.
in theater. And even funnier, no one else showed up. So I had the whole effing theater to myself.
Nice.
Another theater we could look at near you, Richie.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like 2.5 miles. Full Moon Cineplex.
Full Moon Cineplex.
Fitting.
Okay. You dummy.
Exactly.
We're not actually doing this. We're not going to do this. I was putting out a hypothetical. This is not happening.
But
You started me
could
down
be
a rabbit hole,
streamed.
damn it.
Trampoline park. That's what you need to focus on.
But this place serves food with the movie.
Interesting and inventive ways to get us all killed. It's good for
But
content.
also, if we like stream our reactions, and
We
stuff,
can't stream our reactions in a theater. That's not okay. Not okay. Also, I now have a follow-up to Solo Leveling once we get done. Get caught up and no longer can continue reading Solo Leveling. And this one I think we can actually show on screen. We're going to read T-Bait. The beginning after the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so good. I have to keep listening to the audiobook so I know how to pronounce certain things. Like, I don't know if it's pronounced Alacria or Alacria. I don't know how to
They know?
describe Euphostus or whatever. Well, everybody's kind of going as the audiobook is the guide for how to pronounce things right now. Just another great light novel story that deserves an anime. And what's really, really funny is there's this back and forth of like when Rudy from Mushoku Tensei meets Arthur from T-Bait and they realize they have way too much in common. Did you have an elf friend that you saved when you were little? Bet, you too? Like, just the amount of similarities between the two is insane. All right, now that we've goofed
Speaking of
off.
Rudy, let's not go into Mushoku Tensei.
No,
before we
we
get
have to
started.
start with slime. Speaking of isekais, let's start with Friday's isekai. Let's talk about slime. It's slime time. So, guys, during the time that we're going to be talking about slime and Mushoku Tensei, we will have the spoiler tag up. It looks like this. And when the spoiler tag goes away, that means we're done talking about that. So if you don't want to join our discussion, we encourage you to join our discussion. We want to hear from you. So while we're doing that, please, 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 if you have not watched them, just chill until the spoiler tag is gone. Just come back every little bit. It should be about maybe 20, 30 minutes and we're done, depending on how much we have to talk about. But we definitely require participation. So if you've watched these episodes, you want to talk with us about these episodes, you got certain things you want to bring up, please drop comments. We really do want to interact with you guys. So highly encourage audience participation. That's what we're here for. All right. So Slime 9. Let's get to it. Let me put that spoiler tag up and there we go. We are spoiler territory now. If you haven't watched Slime 9, please come back later. Also, we're going to be talking about the new Mushoku Tensei episode that dropped today. So word to the wise, if you haven't seen it, that will also be spoiler. Yeah, that's also true. We teased he teased hockey all the way back with Shanks and Luffy's origin.
Yeah,
I
with
didn't
the
know
Get
Shanks-
Lost. I remember that.
Shanks could skate on ice.
Well, get lost in the live action and it's just like he just kind of stared him down and you're like, holy shit, what is this dude? And then you find out you still haven't fully figured out what hockey is yet. You're going to slowly start that and then like some major events are going to happen. Like that's the thing. Oda has kind of been letting things simmer in the background that are like world-changing events. Like, yes, the Straw Hats just did some crazy shit in Enies Lobby, but it's not world-changing. It
Also,
doesn't
can I just
flip
say it was
everything on
funny?
its head.
It was funny how Usopp did not have the big pole slingshot in most of Enies Lobby, and then, like, right at the end, or at least the halfway point, suddenly he has it.
He's been working on it this whole time. Yep.
I mean, his
Usopp
show
makes
working on it.
Usopp.
I know he
they don't-
makes stuff.
Yeah. All right. Also,
'Cause he made
you
the
want to
Prime
talk about
Attack.
world dropping stuff? What's going to happen later on in the Egghead arc? Vegapunk is going to drop some knowledge about the world to the world, and it changes everything. My man is literally going to drop a grain of knowledge about the Void Century.
The time
That-
before, yeah, like where the
There's-
fucking whatever.
What Robin is so obsessed
Poneglyphs
with,
come from.
that missing century and like all sorts of other stuff, and he's going to actually drop another bomb about Nika. So I'm looking forward to it. Egghead looks like it's gonna be I mean, it is the beginning of the final arc of One Piece. We are now in the end game, and Oda is just letting it be known. He's like, this is the end game. We're gonna drop bomb after bomb after bomb on you, but it's gonna be
Still have to
done.
figure out what the One Piece actually is.
But no, it's not that. It's also going to be told in a way that only Oda can do. Oda's not going to just stop his amazing fucking style of writing just to drop like it's going to happen narratively in the structure, and it's by the way, I love how you figure out everyone's been pronouncing the last island wrong. They're like, oh, it's Raftail, it's Raftail. No, Laugh-tail. And Roger's the one that named it. It's beautiful. All right, back to slime. We gotta talk about slime. I'll be on One Piece forever, dude.
We're never going to talk about slime with Shoku Tensei. Let's face it.
No, we are. All
I
right.
could talk about everything I've been enjoying from One Piece. It's been wonderful.
I know you have. We'll have a full episode just for that at some point.
When?
Call it
Which
Catching
arc
Up
am I
with
going to
Moon.
Finish where we do that.
Catching up with. You know what? Actually, when are we gonna do that? Marineford. After Marineford.
How long do I have till that?
All right.
I'll pull up the website.
No, you don't have to pull up the website. I'll tell you right now. All right, so you're finishing up the Inez Lobby Water 7 arc right now. Then you have a filler you skip and you go right to Thriller Bark. After Thriller Bark, there's a minor filler that you can technically skip, but then it starts the beginning of Saboti Archipelago. Like the beginning of that. You're going to meet a fishman you haven't seen in a long, long time. Yep. Not Arlong. Not Arlong. Gonna go ahead and throw that one out.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
think it
not
was.
Arlong. You're gonna meet somebody you haven't seen in a long, long time. Saboti Archipelago happens. Holy shit. Then you get Amazon Lily. Then from Amazon Lily, you go to Impel Down. From Impel Down, you go to Marineford. You have 5 major arcs to go. Once you get done with Impel Down, that is officially... Now, keep in mind that Saboti Archipelago is officially the halfway point in the Grand Line. But that's not the halfway point for One Piece. The halfway point for One Piece is probably after the flashback story. We have a flashback story with Luffy and Ace as kids. And then after that is the time skip. And once the time skip begins, you're in the second half of One Piece.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking I was like close to the time skip as it was because I'm like, man, this has been going on for a while.
Nope. You're still in like the 400s, somewhere around there. You're getting there. Well, you're in the 300s. In the 500s is when Marineford is going on full swing. But yeah, you might order an Inuyasha wall scroll. Hell yeah, dude. Your birthday is June 11th? Well, early happy birthday.
I'm the 16th.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm January 16th. So,
Nice.
Nice. All right. Slime. All right. This episode, we finally got the full-on fight between Reaver and Hinata. Well, no, actually, that's pretty much the whole fight, considering where the episode ended. Yeah. The machinations of all these different groups are slowly coming together, and it's the whole... I love how they're playing with the whole will they, won't they kind of fight thing. It's like, are they going to talk it out, or are they going to duke it out? What's going to happen? And suddenly, it's really funny, now that the action starts happening, everybody's like, come on, man, after 6 episodes of meetings, talk it out! It's like...
Fucking people.
The fight felt a little lackluster
It did.
compared to some of what I was thinking in my mind that we were reading, but
Based
also
on-
kind of compared to what I've been watching.
Yeah. The fights absolutely were lackluster. They were like, slime's cooking, and I'm like, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. It's just coming to a boil. Not yet. The part that cooks, I'm gonna keep it real. Even in the book, Rimuru was not the part that was like... It wasn't. And the Civil War part, that's gonna be a bit better, but it's not the... No. The part that is Diablo. Everybody stay tuned for Diablo. That's the fun.
That's gonna be
Nobody
fun stuff.
Nobody in this little arc about Falmouth nobody in this arc is going to be able to hold a candle to how much. Like, I know Shion has the chef skill, but Diablo's the one that's cooking. All right, yeah, I made my little joke. We'll move on from that. But speaking of Shion, everybody kind of got their individual battles, but it's sad that most of them were off screen. We just got more time with Shio. We just got more time with Shion.
It was a little upsetting.
I'm very, very curious what the fuck happened with that one girl in Soe, because they come back from their fight and she's all blushing and shit. I'm like, what did you do?
She's just like, oh my god.
What did you do,
she's
Shim? What did you do, Shim?
Simple. You said like 3 words to her, and then she fainted.
All I did was show her my backstab.
Oh my god. Anyway.
I can't tell if that's a pickup line or not.
Tip number 3 about Soe. He likes to take him from behind. Anyhow. But yeah.
The Shion's freaking battle, like, her display of overwhelming power was just fucking ridiculous.
It is. Her Master Chef skill is so fucking broken. It's so broken.
She still can't cook for shit.
Still, well, no. Everything tastes good. It just looks horrible.
Horrendous.
Yeah, horrendous.
And she still threatens people with her cooking. That's the funny thing.
Yeah. Poor Gobzo. And then so now she shatters Holy Field, because Holy Field means absolutely dick all to her now.
That was after she threw the rock, destroying the guy's ear.
Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah. That's so good.
If you're not going to listen, that ear is useless.
What a good line. If you're not going to listen, that ear is useless. Damn. Also, his buddy is starting to suspect that there's something wrong too, because he's like, dude is never this aggressive. What the fuck is going on? And so like I said, guys, machinations within machinations. There's this whole thing. People are trying to make this shit happen. And then, of course, we get to the end with the sword exploding, where Moon and I kind of know what's about to happen next. But Fenris, we want to get your thoughts first. What? Not
the
just what
fucked up.
The clergy, the 7 days.
Clergy fucked up. Luminous, as far as I know, Luminous is gonna fucking torture them for who knows how long.
Also, okay.
Speaking of Luminous, I do not remember the book being that horny with her and the frozen Cronoa.
That's because they didn't describe it in much details. They just said that. Also, you're not supposed to say her name. This is anime only, not light novel spoilers. Don't say her name anymore. All right. So, anyway, she did say the book does describe that she is naked and she is resting up against the case that has the person in it. I was gonna say, guys, if you don't know, said person in that ice is very, very important, and technically you have met them, you have seen them before, and they are connect. Like, this is season 1 stuff that is being talked about, that is now starting to finally slowly come back up in season 3, but none of this will get explained until season 4. You're like, who the fuck is that? Yeah, season 4 is when that happens. So
like, it's not gonna get explained until like a big old fight and stuff is happening.
No, it's book 11. It's book 11 when that happens. That's definitely season 4, because if they go by the same timeline that they do things with the book, season 3 is going to cover. Right now we're getting close to the end of volume 7, and then we're going to have 8 and 9, and that's going to be the end of season 2, or season 3, sorry. Season 4 will be 10, 11, and 12, because they usually go 3 books. As excited as everybody is about this Hinata stuff, that's not the fun part. That's not the part we're all excited about. We're waiting for Ramirez to show up. I can't tell you why. All I can say is dungeon. And the fungeon. It's the fun dungeon, you know?
Oh, I think I remember where I saw that girl now.
Anyhow. So yeah, Luminous doing her thing. Any more stuff, Fenris, that you want to talk about?
I'm with Moon. I want to know what Soe did.
All of us do.
Okay, just showed her how to backstab.
Any theories? Any theories about the next episode? Since you actually don't know.
I'm guessing it's gonna start, with right where this episode picked off. Rimuru and everybody's just like, "Oh my god, the fuck!" And then Luminous getting some type of mental telepathic bullshit. Like, "Oh shit, Hinata's dying. Somebody fucked up. We must find out who." Then they find out who, and that's the end of the episode.
Oh no, they've kind of already found out who, because literally that's what Louis showed up and started reporting. Was like, hey, Hinata did this stuff, and the 7 days are making some very suspicious moves. That's literally what he reported, and then Luminous was like, all right, somebody done fucked up. Let me go clean up the mess. By the way, I want you all to understand something. Her full name is Luminous Valentine. So literally, she is the god Luminous and the demon lord Valentine. People still, as that was reported in season 2, have not fully put that shit together. Roy was just a stand-in for her.
Wasn't that like episode 1 of this season where they basically determined that?
No, they determined that last season.
Reinforced that
at Walpurgis.
like episode 1 or 2.
Yeah, but they've been just calling her Luminous. They haven't really been calling her Valentine. Because her full name is Luminous Valentine. She literally is both of those. So when everybody's like, oh, the Demon Lord Valentine, that's her!
I'm also waiting for her and Veldora's reunion.
If you've watched any part of the opening, you already know how that's gonna go. But yeah, her and Veldora's reunion is great. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Anyhow, any other stuff you guys seen in this episode that you wanna banter about?
The whatever it was, that was the disintegration spell, right? That came out of the sword, right?
Yes, I think it is.
In my mind, it was much bigger.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be, because, well, I was thinking like big fucking beam from the sky kind of thing.
Same. That's what I was thinking.
But I also realized, no, they can't do that because it's from the sword. So that would not make sense. So a blast radius barrier of disintegration, yeah, that would make more sense.
Also like how Raphael would not answer Rimuru about if she purposely was going to hit him or miss him.
Also, I like how they did the predict future thing in the anime, because I knew that was coming up in the fight, that he would gain that ability. So, my thing was, how are they going to show that? How are they going to show all that? And I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, there we go. Man, I need to get my hands on some Claritin D, when I get paid.
Some what D?
Shut up. I need to get so the problem is, because of how things are in my state, and how assholes are with prescription medication nowadays. Claritin D, not regular Claritin, it has to be done over the counter. You don't need a prescription, or no, you actually need a prescription in Arkansas, because we tried to pick up some there.
Yeah, that's nationwide. You're allowed to pick up 5 packs a year of it.
Of Claritin D? What the fuck, over?
Because some people have been using that in substitute of Sudafed for meth.
Huh.
I'm just going to pick up some Claritin D from the store, and then I'm going to hit up My Healthy Vet and see if they can send me some.
There you go.
Yeah. That way I don't have to pay for it. Anyhow, last things you want to talk about Slime before we move on to Mushoku Tensei, which is probably more fresh in everybody's memory at this moment.
I can't wait for everybody to find out.
Yeah.
Because they've been fucking around? Or
they fooked a boot. It's time for them to find boots.
Straight from southern Canada, everybody. From
Southern Canada.
Southern Canada. All right. Yeah, really looking forward to the next couple episodes, because boy, when Diablo pulls up his sleeves, he doesn't roll down his sleeves and get to work. my man pulls up his sleeves and goes, "All right, you filthy cretins, heal."
I mean, what better way to prevent blood from hitting your skin? I mean, you can burn clothes, but
See, here's the thing.
they have
Here's the
UV
thing.
lights to show blood.
Everybody thinks it has to be yelled and you have to charge. No. Diablo just blood for the blood god, and that's it. It's like it's so much scarier when you're just like
Slime god.
How do you think he became a slime demon? Blood. Everybody paid in blood, basically. So at this point, he would be the blood god. He rained lasers.
But he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for Rimuru.
I have to say
Yes,
something.
and in this
about
case,
Richie.
Rimuru would be his blood god.
There wasn't a whole lot of blood on the field.
True, Rimuru is a benevolent blood god, but I mean, he took
I would
souls,
say
and
souls
left.
for the soul god.
He that would require that Diablo was reaping souls to begin with.
Again,
I mean, he's
just
not.
call it the slime god. Because he is fucking slime.
Blood
let's
for the
face
slime
it,
god
Let's face
doesn't
it,
have quite the
Rimuru
same
was
ring.
basically a thing in the actual anime.
All right, let's move on to Mushoku Tensei, though. All right, so this should be fresher on everybody's mind, and I like this one better because you guys don't know what's coming up because you haven't read the light novels yet.
yet.
We are finishing up Slime tomorrow, I believe. Like, we've got a little bit of Slime left to go. Or did we finish it?
Tomorrow's the...
We
No.
finished it. Actually.
The deal was we were going to do the epilogue because we
Mhm.
finished the chapter.
No, the
We're on the
deal was
epilogue.
we finished everything up to
It
the
was-
epilogue.
we were
and
gonna
then
do the
we read
epilogue, and then we were gonna-
Konosuba abridged on Monday.
Okay, so we're reading
Yeah.
Konosuba tomorrow. I remember that much. We're going to read Konosuba. So make sure you guys come by. We're reading Konosuba Abridged. Actually, I need to put that up tomorrow and be like, hey guys,
Yes.
come back here. We're reading Konosuba Abridged script as a bunch of idiots tomorrow
Yes.
on the light novel stream.
Darkness is going to be so much fun. Oh my
You
god.
got to do it in an Elmo voice.
No.
In a what?
No.
Elmo voice.
No. Look, we've already had a stop. We have traumatized Elmo enough this year, and it started in January. That man went on Twitter and asked how everybody was doing, and the internet actually responded.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
Remember,
Steve.
everyone said, "Oh, it's vent time, Elmo. We're not doing so
Guys,
hot." He
guys,
said
do you
that.
understand? Do
Literally
you
just like,
understand?
well,
That
Elmo
was
learned
just
a lot today.
that was just January, my guy.
I mean, let's face it.
Oh.
All right.
I
He's
look
not
forward to Steve Burns' response.
Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei. I am T-posing to assert dominance. Mushoku Tensei.
I mean, you are my boss in this situation.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to do it this way?
Well, I am Y posing to ask why.
Because I said,
Posing because M.
hey!
We're missing one.
No, I already see you.
There we go.
Yeah. I knew what I was setting up. All right. Anyway, let's get on to Mushoku Tensei. So, I'm so happy this is the episode that we're finally on because now you guys, I was wondering what this all looked like. I have been wondering for a long time what the teleportation circles were actually going to look like. I also love the trauma and PTSD, like the little subtle PTSD stuff that Sylvie was going through whenever we're talking about teleportation, because everybody's like, I know some people are going to be like, why is she so upset? Bro, the teleportation incident, what did it do to her?
Nearly fucking killed her.
Yeah, her hair is fully white and isn't going back, you know? So, anyhow,
Yeah.
Plus, she was
She,
far away from
took
literally
everyone in one
everybody she
area
knew and loved.
and said, "Go, fly,
Oh,
be free."
also,
Set
there's
them all
another
everywhere.
There's another moment. There also is another moment where Rudy got a little PTSD when he saw Orsted's cloak in a place. and we'll get to that. So Rudy starts making his rounds, tells everybody, hey, I'm going. It's probably going to be 2 years. Then he gets to Nanahoshi, or Silent 7-star, which is the same freaking thing, except you take away Silent. 7-star, Nanahoshi, same thing. Anyway, goes to talk to her, and she's like, all right, fuck it. I can't, like, no, I need you to help me with this shit. So I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't do. And then she gives him information about teleportation circles. Specifically, one near Sharia that leads to the Begarit continent. I want y'all to understand something, because this went by very, very quick in the anime. The amount of time it took them to cross from the teleportation place to the actual city of Rappan was about a month and a half, 2 months. That was a long travel time. This is, again, Mushoku Tensei doing this again, where they kind of show like a set of travel time that feels like, oh, maybe it was like a day or two, a couple weeks. No. The travel from where they started off in the Demon Continent to getting to the southern point of the Demon Continent was a whole effing year. It was a lot of travel time that the anime just makes look like it's a hearty little 3-week romp or some shit. No.
We're going on an adventure.
Yeah. They literally make it look like the travel to Rappan was like a day or two. That was a whole month and some change. Dude, I want y'all to understand something. When they went on that giant rock plateau that they went on, they were on that fucker for weeks. Fighting griffins every day. They were up there. Anyhow, that was my only like gripe. Everything else was handled pretty well. So Rudy tells everybody, they make changes, they make plans. I love that Cliff just announced, he's like, hey, when you get back, let's get married, let's get a house. My boy Cliff putting in work. He managed to resize the diaper and make it a little easier, and it could fit underneath her clothes. Then we get the succubus part, which I was like, yep. If they left that, I was like, are they gonna leave the succubus out? And then I realized, nope, this is Mushoku Tensei. They go full horny. They'll keep the succubus in. So we do that. I actually like
teasing later from Hello Linnaeus is just fucking.
Oh yeah. From Linnaeus teasing is fucking hilarious. She does that in the book too. I love it. There's a lot more detail. I will say there's a reason to read the light novels. Like, literally, what just happens when they get to Begarit all the way to the end of the episode, that short little period of time, that's at least 2 chapters of story.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot that they just sped through. They cut out an entire section in the middle part. Like, once they get immediately off the basin, there's like this whole thing. They go traveling with a whole party to Rappan. Some shit goes down. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that happens that they were just like, yeah, cut it out. And so it makes it look like Elise and Rudy were completely alone. I'm also mad about one other thing. When they get to like the big, when they get to the oasis, fucking Elise just goes manhunting to work her shit out. No, that does not happen. I don't remember that happening. Like, I think the little diaper that Cliff made for her worked pretty well. She stayed faithful to Cliff the whole time, if my memory serves, and I think it does. But I mean, to be fair, these are like small potato details, and when I'm going back and remembering events, especially from this portion of the story, they get overshadowed by the main thing that's coming. Like, guys, I want you to know, just because that episode ended, we're not done with Turning Point 3. It's still going. We are moving to the major shatter point, or like, I'm thinking Star Wars, shatter point, like, but the major focal point of this turning point is coming. It has not hit yet. So Get excited and be afraid. That's all I'm gonna say. Because any turning point, you need to be afraid.
I'm a firm believer that once Rudy is happy, somebody dies.
That's okay. I won't spoil everything.
Tell me,
You're
prove
wrong.
me that I'm wrong.
You are wrong. There are
Prove to
plenty.
me that I'm wrong.
I can't. If I do, I'm spoiling the rest of the series. And there's still more than half of the series to go. There are 26 volumes. We're only on 12. I cannot prove that.
Like,
There's
I
plenty
know
of
what
time.
happens at the end. You spoiled that for me quite a few times.
Some stuff happens toward the end.
And that is when it's finally, even when he's happy, he dies.
No, not necessarily. He has a full life of shit that like he's good on. Bruh, when we get to like, okay.
No, that's the point. This isn't much of a spoiler because let's face it.
Hold on.
It's the inevitability of life. He lives a fulfilling, happy life, and he dies for it.
Yeah, but that's like literally okay. Anyhow, getting away from that. The next major arc, when we get to season 3, that's where the fun begins.
You're talking about the first 2 seasons are already fun.
Everybody's been talking about like certain events. They're all scared of like this person or this person showing up. They show up almost back to back in season 3. This is where the fun begins. Yeah. Bro, you don't understand. The next turning point, like as much of a doozy as this turning point is, the next turning point, holy fucking shit.
So, I created a new account on Bookwalker because I came across a 80% off Mushoku Tensei series coupon for new users.
Oh god.
I bought all 26 volumes for like $30.
Holy shit.
I will play that system, damn it. You give me an 80% off coupon for something I need to read anyway?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up a new account.
Is that sale still going?
Let me check.
Because if it is, Moon, you may want to jump on that as well.
Jump on which?
Did you not hear what he just said?
No, I kind of zoned out.
Bruh. 80% off discount
Whatever.
for new users on Bookwalker. So he made a new account on Bookwalker and bought all 26 volumes of Mushoku Tensei for $30.
It was like $30. I have to actually log
I don't
back
even have
into that
much money
account.
right now. I've
Multiple.
I understand
there's
that.
a lot of stuff I'm having to do to prep for the end of June
Yeah.
and just keeping myself alive. So
I feel that. I really feel that. It's
Yes,
a
it
good
goes
thing that
on
Monday
until-
is the first. Like
It
Monday
goes on
of the
until
end
June
of
30th.
Okay, so you have the entirety of June. We have the entire. Oh, buddy. If you think we can't fund that somehow through Fat Dog or I can't raise the money through some sort of donation incentive, you out your damn mind. I will immediately start hitting up people. Who needs Mushoku Tensei? Bookwalker is doing a sale for the next month.
I am going to actually send that to the coupon code to you, Richie.
Okay, well, we'll get on that in a bit. Anyhow, guys, any last minute thoughts on Mushoku Tensei? Or actually keep going on Mushoku Tensei. I have to run to the restroom real quick. I have to pull a Moon. I gotta go to the restroom. In the middle of a story.
nice.
Damn it, Richie.
Damn it, Moon! Look what you've done!
Overall, it was a pretty damn good episode, in my opinion.
I enjoyed it. It was nice. Like, can't complain.
He can't just throw us on the spot like this.
Especially because I'm having to respond to something. So
Yeah. Yeah. Easy to tell that Nanahoshi is super attached to Rudy, even if it's just for her research. Let's face it, she wants to go home. Who doesn't want to go home if they get sent to a alternate world that they had no choice in?
Fair enough.
I mean, not gonna lie. I'd enjoy the ever-living fuck out of being sent to another world, but then again, I probably wouldn't survive long. Just because, yeah. Anyway, words hard.
Oh yeah, very. Sorry.
So yeah, that's basically what happened there. Oh hey, Richie's back.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I didn't say it was going to take me long. I just said I had to go. All right, so where are we at?
We basically just wrapped up everything. Like, yeah,
All right.
it's easy to see that Nanahoshi, like I mentioned, is super attached to Rudy.
No, not attached to Rudy.
Mainly-
Attached to what she's doing. She needs Rudy to continue her thing.
You're not letting me finish.
Uh-huh.
Say, like, even though it's only for her research.
No, she's again, she's attached to her research. She just needs Rudy to do it. So it's not an attachment to Rudy.
But without Rudy, she wouldn't be able to do it.
But it's her research that she's attached to. I have to correct that statement. Because it's much more misleading for how their relationship goes in the future. She's definitely not attached to Rudy. And by the way, I want to point something out because it's been a couple of years since Orsted. And she may have pointed this out. This girl does not age in this world. She is literally frozen in time. Nanahoshi is the exact same age that she was when she was transported over, and she has not aged a day in this world. Now, I understand that immortality is a thing that people chase, but this is not the fun kind that everybody thinks of. Alrighty. Whew. Let's turn off the spoiler button. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
All right, so sorry. I just logged into my other account and looked at how much I spent on all 26 volumes. I had misremembered. It was $52 total.
Oh, never mind.
Still, it's a saving of over 200.
Oh yeah, that's still a
Yeah,
really good
yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
But $50 per person, I cannot afford that. Huh.
No, but it's not for the entire series. It's whatever books you decide to add to the cart at that time.
Oh, so you just bought the whole thing?
I just bought them all at once.
Okay, so it's $50 for the whole series if we wanted to cover
For all
like
26 volumes.
hell of a good deal. What would it be for the first 12? Because that's
Uh,
season 1 and 2.
Give me a moment here, and I can create another account and
No.
find out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's the beauty of having a shit ton of burner emails.
Oh no. Thank you. We are out of spoiler territory. We're going to start covering the news shortly. Give us just a moment.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, Bookwalker.
Okay.
Get that put in there. $24 for the first 12 volumes.
Oh, dude, that's like basically 2 full volumes. Like the full price for 2 volumes, basically, almost.
They're $10 a piece.
Yeah, it's like what I said. They're almost
2.5.
Yeah. So you can get the first 12 volumes for the price of just what would essentially be 2 books.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. We could do that. All right. Guys, it is time to move on to the actual news. Now we're going to start off with the general news. Guys, Beetlejuice dropped a full trailer this time. I loved it. I loved it. Michael Keaton is definitely back. I love him in this role.
I don't think he ever left.
I
No, he
true.
didn't.
No, but this is just This is just so entertaining.
You see, the one actor that I absolutely adore that is back.
Mhm.
The bad CG sandworms.
Those aren't CG. Those were never CG, and they aren't CG.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
stop
the bad,
motion.
the bad claymation.
It's stop motion, 100%. Yeah, they said that. All right. Tim Burton said he avoided CG at all costs, and it's so funny how many people are like, "Oh, the CG in this is terrible." It's like, nope, none of that is CG. It's all claymation. Except I think the little face thing. Except the little face thing that we see kind of coming out from the back of from the side of Beetlejuice's head. I think that might have been CG. That's the only thing that looks CG to me.
I
But
don't think that was CG. I think that was more practical because, like, even in the original, all it was they had something in front of his face that just went ah.
yeah. But I don't know. It's the only thing that looked CG, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
Everything
in other
else
words,
is
it was
claymation.
kooky, it
And
was
it's-
zany. It's everything I remember.
It's so funny how many people that were reacting to this that said the CG looks kind of off, and I'm like, what CG? What CG? Like, if you can't even bother to research, you just assume everything is CG now. What the fuck? Yeah, it doesn't even take a lot of research. You could just type in Tim Burton Beetlejuice CG. That's it. You could just type that in there and you will get an article saying that Tim was absolutely adamant that they not use CG. So there's a lot of stuff in there that is not CG. That apparently people thought was CG. So no. Off of that train of thought. Oh my god, I forgot how much I missed the music. Like, oh my god, the Beetlejuice theme kicking in. So good. Also, I love therapist Beetlejuice. That is hilarious. That is so funny to me. And I this is just how the trailer made it seem. It looks like Beetlejuice still thinks of Lydia as his wife because, like,
Yes.
he shows up and go, I'm gonna make you so happy. And I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? So we got some little plot threads going on here. It seems like Lydia's daughter is in the world of the dead and they have to go chasing after her. And it just, honestly, there was a lot of stuff in this trailer that kind of gave me a little bit of the feels of the animated series that they did for Beetlejuice.
Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they bring back the original actresses for Lydia and her stepmom?
Yes. Yeah. Winona Ryder and, oh God, I forget.
Christine O'Hara, I think
Christine
it was.
O'Hara. Yeah.
think so,
Both
yeah.
of them are back. Yeah.
I want to know if the ghost couple is back as well.
I
did not
don't think
see them
so.
at all in the trailer.
No, I don't think they're bringing back Adam Baldwin or
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin or
But that was Alec Baldwin.
yeah, that was Alec Baldwin.
God, he looks so much different.
Yeah,
Right? But that might also be why they're not bringing them back.
yeah. Because the ghosts weren't supposed to age, but the actors definitely did. With Beetlejuice, you can kind of cover it up.
Mhm.
I mean, he's been in hell, so yeah.
I didn't even
Right.
realize
Won't
that
do much,
Beetlejuice was a
too short.
demon.
Won't-
But yeah, there we go.
He's a demon.
She said she described him as a demon, and I'm like, is he a demon?
mean,
I don't think he's an actual
According to the
demon.
first one, he was a fallen,
A
just
regular person
ghost.
Yeah.
that
who just got
went
really
violent.
good at hauntings.
Well, I attended Juilliard. I've been to the Harvard Business School of Law, and I've
This
seen The
movie
Exorcist
Black
about
Plague,
20,000 times, and it keeps getting funnier
keeps getting
every
funnier.
time I see it.
Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead
That
guy.
guy.
So what do you think?
It's like,
I'm qualified.
no, I meant, can you be scared? Oh, can I be scared? Why did you ask? What do you think about this? It's so good. Oh man, it's so funny.
I remember watching Beetlejuice on the way home from Texas on the plane, and the people next to me, because I was in the center seat, they looked over and just gave me like a disgusted look. I'm just like, it's a classic. Come on.
Please. Disgusted over Beetlejuice, please. Anyway, on to the next one. We got Star Wars Acolyte, an exclusive clip dropped, and this is all like hand-to-hand combat fighting. which is something I desperately wanted to see in Star Wars. Also, guys, reviews are coming out for the first 2 to 4 episodes because I don't know why some people in the media got 2 episodes and some people got 4 episodes, but all the reviews that have come in have been high praise. I'm going to temper my expectations, but I'm looking forward to it. Yes, to everyone, I know, I still have not watched what everybody considers the best Star Wars series, which is, what's his name from Rogue One? Andor. I have not seen Andor yet. And I know I need to, because like the political intrigue and the spying and all that stuff went on. So yeah, we need to get to that. I know I need to watch it. Sorry. So you guys watched this recently. What did you think of the clip? Because we got a Jedi Master just throwing hands, and of course this is the man from Squid Game. Let me know what you guys thought.
It looks funny. Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found it funny because, you know, she really thought she could take him and try to take his lightsaber. And at the end, he's just like, oh, your knives. Oh, yeah. How cute. Come on, let's do this.
Master versus apprentice, still very much showing why the master is the master and the apprentice is the apprentice. I love this. Oh man, I can't even begin to describe how kind of interested I am. I'm not going to put it at hype yet, because I have been disappointed by Star Wars when trailers come up and it looks really good, and then the show comes out and it's not so great. Also, the first 2 episodes of a show have been very deceptive. You think, man, this is going to be a banger, and then the show continues, and you're, it was okay. Looking at you, Obi-Wan. But
I prefer Obi-2.
That is his brother's call sign.
It is, yes.
All right. Oh man. Anyhow. Other than that, what were your thoughts on this clip? Because this is coming out pretty soon. I didn't have too
much to say, just because it's like, I mean, I'm just like you. I'm just kind of hesitant with it. Just like,
yeah.
It does look like the Squid Games actor is doing a really good job.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I kind of expected that from him. He did it amazing in Squid Game, so I expect nothing less. And the choreography looks fun. The fight choreography. Other than that, it's just I'm kind of just watching, like, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, on to the next story. This one's a sad one. Guys, at the beginning, we had a moment of silence. This is the reason why. A good girl has left us. For those of you who remember the DOGE meme, the dog, the Shiba Inu behind the DOGE meme has passed. So, yeah, that's why we had a moment of silence, because, you know, we lost it. We lost one, man. Kobasu, the Shiba Inu behind the famous Doge meme, has passed away, her owner Atsuko Sato announced. On Instagram, Sato shared that Kobasu had crossed the Rainbow Bridge on Friday morning. She went peacefully without suffering, as if falling asleep while the warmth of my hands, while feeling the warmth of my hands, petting her, trying not to cry. She also thanked a lot of people who loved Kobasu, adding, "I am certain that Kobasu was the happiest dog in the world. That makes me the happiest owner in the world." So yeah, the adorable Shiba Inu took social media by storm in early 2010s after her photo resting upon a sofa populated internet memes. The Doge meme included an image of Kobasu, or a dog of the Shiba Inu breed, along with intentionally misspelled words and grammatically incorrect phrases. Kobasu also inspired Dogecoin, the first ever meme coin and dog coin.
Doge to the moon.
According to her owner, Kobasu was 18 years old. She was adopted by Sato in November of 2008 after visiting an animal shelter. She was a previously rescued from a puppy mill and was scheduled to be euthanized by a shelter when Sato met her. Aside from Kobasu, Sato also has 3 rescue cats. But yeah, it turns out
Kobasu?
Kobasu.
Kabosu.
Kabosu. Jesus. Why am I saying? I got the O. Somehow in my brain, the O and the A got swapped around. Kobasu.
Listen, Sato.
Kabosu. Kabosu. God damn it. Yeah, I know. Kabosu. Anyhow. Kobasu. What the fuck? Kabosu. This good girl made it to the ripe old age of 18, which is a long time for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to do that math? 18 times 7. That's a pretty long. You don't actually have to do that math, but somebody in chat will. So I hope. Yeah, chat. What's 18 times 7? Get to it. You know you got that calculator function on Google. No, don't, because we got other stuff we got to get to. But yes, a good girl will be missed, and it is sad.
126.
I told you not to.
It was literally 4 button clicks.
I told you let chat handle it. I'm trying to get chat to actually participate. Now, I don't know if chat will participate.
I mean, like,
you don't have
chat,
to give us all the answers.
wake up!
Yeah. Wake me up inside. All right.
Listen, guys, it's gonna be on the test later, okay?
It is going to be on the
If
test.
you want to
later.
watch the next episode of It Abridged, we're gonna start testing you.
if you want to hear Konosuba's script tomorrow, give us the answer to 18 times 7 in the chat right now. Otherwise, we just won't
There you
do
go.
it. There'll just be no stream tomorrow, and you're going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
No, instead, we're gonna do one worse. We're going to jump on a call. We're going to record ourselves reading it, and we're just gonna hold on to it.
No, I won't even record us. We'll just do it without streaming. I'll be that mean.
Fair?
Be like, man, that was a
it'll
really
just
good
be fun
script.
for
Too bad
us.
we couldn't stream it because nobody answered a question yesterday. All right. So, we're almost an hour and a half into this, and we're just getting to gaming. Wow. All right. So, Bungie decided they were going to drop some more Final Shape info, and they did it back to back. One day they dropped part 1, the very next day they dropped part 2. Talking a little bit more, sharing a little bit more of the story, and we finally got to hear Keith David as Zavala, because he will be taking over for Zavala from Lance Reddick. Well, I was trying to find a descriptive word from Lance Reddick. The recently departed Lance Reddick, who sadly passed away last year. Yeah, so Keith David will be taking over, and they dropped 2 Vidocs. I have thoughts and opinions. I'm kind of curious to hear. All right, Fenris, did you watch them?
I watched the second one. I almost got through the first one, but I had to stop earlier to read through all the articles.
It's okay. All right, Fenris, I want to know what you thought first, because you have no frame of reference really at all. Moon has slightly more frame of reference. Moon, it's really weird to think that you know more about Destiny than Fenris does.
Kinda,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually the ignorant one. How could you do this to me?
How could this
I like
How
to
could
keep you on your
this
phone.
happen to me?
All right.
I've made my mistakes.
All right. stop. All right.
Um,
So, Fenris, give us your thoughts, man.
The second Vidoc was interesting. Learning about all that they have planned and how much effort that they're putting into this, they really make it seem like it's the final DLC they're going to put out for Destiny 2.
Well, it's the end of their 10-year story that they've been telling. That's why it's literally the end game.
That's the thing, though. I remember working at GameStop when Destiny 1 first launched and Bungie promising Destiny 1 would be a 10-year game.
They promised that Destiny would be a 10-year game. They never said
No,
Destiny
they promised
1.
They promised Destiny 1 to be a 10-year game.
Nope, they never
when
said
sold
1. They never.
when they sold it to
They-
GameStop.
Yeah, here's the thing.
They
said
Destiny
Destiny.
1.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
is a
called
franchise.
Destiny 1. It was just called Destiny. And they sold Destiny as the 10-year game. It wasn't supposed to be 1 or 2 because Bungie literally just wanted it to be Destiny. And then Activision came in and was like, all right, let's make a sequel. And they were like, wait, what?
And that's where the problem happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Activision got their hands on it.
Yeah. So,
The gaming company that's notorious for putting out a sequel every 6 months.
yeah, exactly. So, they weren't selling Destiny 1 when it first came out. They were just selling Destiny because there was no 1, no 2. The overall story and narrative they were talking about was the story of Destiny, not the story of Destiny 1, story of Destiny 2. And if you want to talk collectively about the last 10 years, it's just the light and darkness saga of Destiny.
And even if you look at just clips and everything between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, like, there's no huge changes. Some of the HUDs have changed a bit, some of the menus have changed a bit, but all the interactions, the way the story is and everything, it's all still the same.
That's the part that really confused me when I picked up Destiny 2. The beginning part I played in it was the exact same as Destiny 1 that I played on day 1.
You know why
And
they
gave
did
up
that?
on.
You know why they did that?
No idea, and only reason I continued to play was because you and DDA were there.
You do realize
If you weren't, I would have just given up again.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's hard to hold my attention.
Wow. Hold on. Oh, holy crap. Okay.
Damn.
Uh,
When
okay.
flowers have sex, it really kills people.
Fuck. I haven't even gone outside today. This is just whatever it is. I don't know. Anyhow, that was a recent thing that I think they dropped with Shadowkeep. Once I find it funny that you're like, I played a couple missions on Earth and I was just done with this game, and I'm like, really? That's it? You didn't even fully unlock all of your subclasses. You didn't fully you didn't even play Destiny really. You did like 3 missions. You were like, nah, this sucks. I'm like,
I
bruh,
understand
you
the
needed to
frustration.
experience it.
The Earth
Oh,
stuff,
dude,
the
there was so
Cosmodrome
much frustration
is pretty
the first
boring.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There
I get
was
you.
so
I had to deal with it too.
No, he was playing D1,
But I
not D2.
saw everything. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it was a whole different thing.
I haven't played D1.
No,
I've only
you
played D2, and even the start of D2 is a bit rough.
You
starting
gotta
on the Cosmodrome.
you gotta
and
understand.
everything,
You gotta
doing all that
understand.
shit
Like
until
once
you
you
can
do a
finally
couple
unlock
of
your damn ship.
once you do a couple of things. Oh no, literally the end of mission 1 is getting your ship and unlocked and everything. And now, technically, you can skip all this content, but like there's some other stuff that you have to do to unlock your subclass, which should not have been a thing, which is so stupid. Like unlocking the other 2 subclasses, it's just ridiculous. Whatever. But like we're taking him through and getting all this other stuff finished, so that he has exotic weapons, exotic armor, so he can actually experience the fun parts of playing Destiny, as opposed to the beginning part where you basically have nothing and it's a little frustrating. Now, the challenge doesn't go away in Destiny, but if the challenge went away, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the story stuff in
I
Destiny
still love it.
is
They're like,
fucking
here, have everything
really
1810.
nice.
By the way, fight this thing that's 1830. Yeah.
Which part are you talking
It
about?
hurts.
Which part are you talking about?
That I'm pretty sure that was the one where we were trying to do the exotic quests.
Yeah, of course it's going to be
The-
1830. It's an
where we
exotic
kept getting
fucking quest.
frustrated because still.
What,
so
Whisper of the Worm or 0 Hour? Oh, you haven't even done 0 Hour
I
yet.
think it's 0 Hour because I don't have 0 Hour.
0 Hour is out now. You can play. Outbreak Perfected is a really good pulse rifle. You should definitely get it.
It might be
Anyhow.
that one.
Anyhow, Yeah, they dropped some story stuff. We learned a bit more about the witness in the first Vidoc. The first Vidoc is definitely more story focused. And I love, like, this is the other thing I like about Destiny, especially if you get off of Earth and actually, like, oh, I don't know, make it to other locations. Like the moon, which was the second destination that opened. Literally, you only have to do 8 missions and the moon unlocks. That's what I'm saying. My man didn't even make it off Earth in Destiny 1. Just sat around the Cosmodrome. Didn't even really make it to the tower.
What?
Just
I
yeah.
guess it just didn't hold my attention.
I can
At
understand
the same
that
time, I was
because
playing.
I
was
had to
playing
experience the
Dying Light
Cosmodrome
and
too.
Dragon Age Inquisition.
You were playing what?
Dying Light and Dragon Age Inquisition.
Let me see if I get this right. Hold up. You dropped Destiny for Dying Light?
The first one, and I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition at the same time.
Dragon Age Inquisition I can more understand, but also that raises another question. If you have the patience to slog through Dragon Age Inquisition, you had the patience to at least get to the effing moon in Destiny. No. Bro. Now I
Also,
get
which
it.
class-
This is Activision Destiny, which wasn't like the greatest. But like now, like Destiny actually has a better narrative structure into Lightfall.
Yeah, Lightfalls.
Yeah, Lightfall was a thing.
They kind of dropped the
But-
ball on Lightfall.
But I will say this, getting Strand is absolutely worth it. And now that you've experienced Strand,
100%.
now that by the way, I want to point out that we thought he was going to be a crayon eating titan. He jumped in as Hunter. Yes. And then we did the first mission. Fenris did, yeah. And then he jumped on the first mission. We joined him for the first mission of Lightfall, which is a good one, like to unlock Neomuna, and then you get to actually experience Strand for the first time. And we get Strand, and he's like, "This is actually kind of fun," because he's like swinging around and killing shit with Strand. And I'm like, "Yeah, this is
the only
hitting that
sucky thing is
fucking
how long,
super.
like, you. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Lightfall is how long it really does take you to actually unlock Strand.
yeah."
fully.
And
And of
of
course,
Beyond Light was
It
worse
takes
with
so much
stasis.
to actually make a build that feels any similar to the shit you got to do when you were doing the story stuff.
Yeah.
But once
you filled
you're
out,
able to pull off some of that wacky shit on your
oh
own.
yeah, once you figure out build mechanics and all that stuff, it's so much easier. Also, because we got pulled into that first mission and it was on normal, I was like, man, everything feels real easy. And I realized, oh, it's because I'm only used to doing this campaign on Legend, so everything like hits like a truck and it takes forever to kill stuff. And it's like, oh, never mind.
Oh, it's such a pain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the rewards are so worth it because at the end, if you beat it
Oh,
on Legend,
definitely.
you get to choose exotic armor, and a lot of these exotics, like they have traits that really work with certain subclasses, so that's why. But they didn't introduce Legend until Witch Queen. Doing Witch Queen on Legend, holy shit, that's where the fun begins.
Alright,
Anyhow,
Fenris, you are at least enjoying Destiny 2 from what you've played, yeah, hopefully.
once
It's a
you
lot
got out
more
of the
fun. It's a
Cosmodrome,
lot more fun with friends.
yeah, I agree.
100%.
Once you get out of the Cosmodrome, it's a lot more fun. I would
But
say.
yeah, once you start learning some of the way you can build your own stuff and different things like that, different play styles,
we have
it
not-
can become fun on your own. I play it a lot more on my own than anything, mostly because I'm not on online or playing whenever these guys are, stuff like that. But
Once you get to the point where you've unlocked enough gear to do build crafting and get a ghost shell that isn't the first ghost shell, and you can actually put like mods on it so that it will drop armor that gives like you can because you can level up your ghost the same way that you power your armor, you power your ghost up with energy stuff. Once you do that, you will get like the Wombo detector, which shows you where planetary resources or destination resources and chests are. Like I was running around showing you yesterday on the moon.
those used to be more useless, but now all of those just give you glimmer, and it's great.
Glimmer, shards, all that stuff. Like you turning in resources to Rahul actually helps. Then there's also getting the freaking the stuff that will, like, when armor starts dropping, you can specifically choose a stat that you want to be emphasized on the RNG rolls, so you get like a higher version of that stat. Like for hunters, technically the two things that you definitely want to power are either recovery or mobility. You want to get something that has a good mobility and resilience build.
Yeah.
Because you want at least that, and then when we get you to a point where you can actually put a build together, we want to run certain dungeons in Destiny to get Artifice Armor, because Artifice Armor gives you an extra slot in your armor where you get a free you get a free buff to whatever thing of your armor that you choose. So if you want to boost your mobility or boost your resilience, you get a free 3-stack of that, which is a +10 to whatever stat you want. So if you want it to be grenades, melee, super, mobility, resilience, recovery, whatever you want a +10 to, you can do that. And if you get a full set of Artifice Armor, holy crap. And now that transmog is happening, you can have the effects of that armor on and change it to look like something that you'd prefer. So Destiny, as it is called, if you want to change your drip. So you're not stuck with an ugly looking freaking hunter.
Hodgepodge of random armor you just found on the street.
And you're wearing all purple stuff, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, well it should be a full set of legendary gear, not blues, that you drop, so you can already start changing it if you don't like the way that your hunter looks. Like if you don't like the mask, you don't like the hood, you don't like the chest, legs, arms, all that stuff, you can drop, you can change that up. You can also change the color with the shaders, blah blah blah. We'll show you all that stuff and how it goes. All right.